Welcome back. 20 minutes until 7 o'clock. Joining us here in studio this morning, U.S. Senator Tom Cotton, here to tell us why he's here in Arkansas. You're on recess this week, so we appreciate you for being here so early this morning, and you've been kind of touring Arkansas throughout the past week. Yeah, I've been traveling all throughout Arkansas. The kids shouldn't get too excited. It's not like recess. We're up pretty early. We're up pretty early and traveling all around the state to hear from the Arkansans that I serve. And there's just no substitute for that. You know, the work we do in Washington is important. The votes we cast there on behalf of Arkansas, but to hear firsthand from Arkansans about their priorities and what they think we should be doing in Washington is just absolutely invaluable.
You've been in Hot Springs, Oaklawn, and Coca-Cola. You're at the FedEx groundbreaking here in Little Rock. But let's go back to Washington. One thing that you said, it's an important week coming up for the Department of Homeland Security and a funding bill. Talk about, you know, how you said holding President Obama accountable.
Yeah, so in November, the president issued what I think is an unlawful amnesty order for about 5 million illegal immigrants without congressional approval. And in fact, a federal judge this week just ruled that it was unlawful and enjoined it from going forward. What we're trying to do is fully fund the Department of Homeland Security to provide those important security functions, but also stop the president from taking that kind of unlawful unilateral action to give amnesty to 5 million illegal immigrants when so many Arkansans are still looking for work.
You are headed back to Washington very soon. What do you want to tackle first when you get back?
This coming month is actually going to be a very critical month for national security. When we get back, we expect to be debating the president's proposal for use of force against the Islamic State. Then Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, will be speaking to us in early March in the Congress. Israel has its elections on March 17th, and in the second half of March, we'll be debating the budget. And our military right now desperately needs more funding because the soldiers, sailor, airmen, and Marines who keep us safe have seen their budget cut dramatically over the last 6 years. So I'm going to be working to make sure that our troops have the resources they need to keep us safe.
Something that you said that created quite the trending buzz a couple of weeks ago about Guantanamo Bay. You said that detainees could rot there. What has been that outcry, and have you felt that, or have you felt more support from the Republican Party?
I've had almost uniform support from across the state. Arkansans that I saw flying in last week or that I've seen this week, as well as in Washington, the senators with whom I serve. Look, there's only about 120 terrorists left at Guantanamo Bay. They've all had more process than they're due under the laws of war. The only people left there are hardened terrorists, and we know that when we release them, some number will go back to the fight. That's why it's safest for our country if we keep them at Guantanamo Bay.
And very quickly, we're almost out of time, but an exciting time for your family because you have a little bundle of joy on the way.
Yes, Ann and I are having our first baby boy in about 2 months from now. April 23rd is the due date. So we're getting very excited and learning how to put together car seats and cribs and everything else.
As a new dad myself, be nervous, Senator Cotton. Be very, very nervous. Something else you should be nervous about. You're about to catch passes from an NFL athlete. Are you excited about that?
I'm very excited. Maybe we should say I'm going to attempt to catch passes.
There you go. Okay.
You don't want to miss that. That's coming up. Thank you again, Senator, for joining us. We have your weather coming up.